So, good morning, everyone. Again, today we will have a discussion on the stock exchanges. And in yesterday's class, we had discussed what do we mean by stock market, stock exchanges. Is there any difference? So, yes, we found out that there is a big difference between the stock market and stock exchanges, right? We discussed in detail what are the activities and functions of the stock market, what are the role of a stock market in our financial system, then what is stock exchange all about, what function do they do, which facilities do they provide, right? So that all was discussed in our yesterday's lecture. I had given you an homework. So, is there anyone who have completed the homework and can tell me that which is the oldest stock exchange on earth and in which year it was established? Anyone with the answer?
Ma'am, Amsterdam, Netherlands Stock Exchange.
Okay. And any other person with any other answer? Any other debate? Because there are many of the stock exchanges who says that we are the oldest one, we are the oldest one. So in their own web pages it is mentioned that we are the first one in the this history, we are the first one in Asia, we are the first one in Africa. So find out, dig in. And I had actually shared a history of stock exchanges with you in our study group, right? So please do read that. The answers are there in that file, right? So the word file which I have shared, that word file comprises the answers, right? So you are going to find it out. Still, again, I'm giving you one day relief to just find out which is the oldest stock exchange on the earth and in which year it was established. Okay. So we were discussing yesterday about these all. So let us just have a brief history of our stock exchanges. So the New York Stock Exchange is, arguably the most powerful stock exchanges in the world. It was the first exchange to exert influence on the markets. It is not the first exchange which was there in the earth. It is the first exchange to exert influence on the market. Means their power is still the very viable and visible also. That if the particular company's shares are more in New York Stock Exchange, it influences the prices in other stock exchanges also, right? Of the same security, of the same company, of the same nature, right? So the power of NSE amongst other stock exchanges is more. Now the question comes, why? Why only NSE? Anyone with the any idea that why NSE is the powerful stock exchange? Why not other stock exchanges like the Tokyo, or maybe the Shanghai, or maybe our own NSE or BSE? We are talking about the worldwide. Why only your NYSE is considered to be the powerful stock exchanges? So where is New York Stock Exchange located?
Ma'am, in
Anyone?
New York.
न्यूयॉर्क, वेरी गुड मैम। न्यूयॉर्क स्टॉक एक्सचेंज न्यूयॉर्क में ही होगा, जी हाँ, न्यूयॉर्क। अच्छा, न्यूयॉर्क कहाँ है?
Ma'am, USA.
यूएसए? श्योर?
Yeah.
इसमें तो कोई वो गड़बड़ नहीं है ना?
No.
इज यूएसए वन ऑफ द लीडिंग इकोनॉमिक नेशंस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड?
Maybe though, yes, ma'am.
है ना? है मैम। अभी तक तो हम यूएसए को नंबर वन लीडिंग इकोनॉमिक स्टेट मानते हैं, क्योंकि वो एडवांस्ड है। दे हैव द गुड टेक्नोलॉजी, दे हैव द फाइनेंशियल रिसोर्सेज, एंड they have the brains or the minds and the technology to come up with the new ideas and new markets. And people like to work in those environment, and people are there who are making sure that the New York Stock Exchange is at the height. And that is why majority of the best companies of the world, right, the one which are doing wonderful job, are the top leaders of the boards, they are registered in NYSE. So once the board of exchange have those companies who have a good influence in their own industry, definitely that stock exchange will become the powerful one. एंड एनएससी के पास बेटा, एनवाईएससी के पास बेटा ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर्स हैं that they give them that prediction, they give them that platform to become one of the powerful. They have their robust system, they have a very advanced technology with them, which we are also having, but we are facing few difficulties. They are already developed nation, we are developing nation. These differences are shown in these stock exchanges also. They are well established from many years, we are getting established. We are better in Asia, but they are best in the world, right? You are understanding the difference, and that is why NYSE is considered to be the most powerful one, right? Now, if you talk about the history, in 1300s, right, Vietnam money lenders began to sell debt issues to other lenders, or lenders to the individual investors. So you can see the traces of the stock exchanges in 1300s, राइट। हम लोगों को वहां से ट्रेसेस मिलते हैं कि वियतनामीज जो है, जो वो लोग जो है वेतनस, वो लोग जो है वो शेयर करने लग गए थे, वो लोग अपने ना सेल करते थे अपने डेट इश्यूज। बट फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग, वी आर इंडियंस राइट नाउ, इफ आई कनेक्ट आर इंडियन हिस्ट्री, देन आई विल से कि हम लोगों को ये चीजें हमारे महाभारत और है ना रामायण के टाइम पे भी दिख रही थी, right? These traces of the stock exchanges are available in our historical documents also. We found out that we have these traces. आप लोग अगर है ना पुराने मेन्यूस्क्रिप्ट्स खोल के देखेंगे, उन पुराने मेन्यूस्क्रिप्ट्स के अंदर यू विल सी दैट देयर वाज अ साहूकार, वो जो है ना ऐसे काम करता था, जो अपने शेयर्स बेचता था, डेट बेचता था, डेट के साथ जब वो पैसा इकट्ठा करता था लोगों का, तो वो डेट कैसे करता था इश्यू। सो व्हाट इज एक्चुअली द डेट इशू? उस समय इंडिया के अंदर पुरानी हिस्ट्री में जाए तो इफ एनी kingdom or the any king wants to build any of the new building, or wants to have some new technology or something new in their own area, wants to construct a new well or something, तो उसके पास पैसे अगर नहीं होते थे तो वो क्या करता था, वो पब्लिक से मांगता था कि सब थोड़ा थोड़ा धन दीजिए, जितना दे सकते हो दो, फिर हम उसे कंट्रीब्यूट करके हम काम करेंगे, और उसके बदले हम पर्ची भी दे देते हैं, राइट, कि हाँ आपने इतना है ना धन हमें है ना राजकोष में जमा कराया करके। So this is what, these are the traces we are seeing. They were not fully developed or functioning stock exchanges, but yeah, we can see the traces of our stock exchanges existing in the past history of our nation. राइट। तो आपने 1300 के अंदर वेतिन्स के देखे, 1500s के अंदर बेल्जियम वालों के स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस आ गए थे, और वो लोग प्रॉमिसरी नोट्स एंड बैंक बॉन्ड्स जो हैं वो लोग इशू करने शुरू कर चुके थे। सो वी कैन सी द ओरिजिन ऑफ द प्रॉमिसरी नोट एंड द बॉन्ड्स इन द बेल्जियम्स, right? Then in 1600, we saw the East India Company that issued the stock led to the financial boom, which was followed by the bust when it was revealed some companies conducted very little actual business. So we can see that in 1600 itself, we found out that there were scams also. They were cheating. We can see the traces, beta. You see this timeline that the stock exchanges were there, promissory notes were there, the bonds were issued, the debt were issued, the companies were also cheating. So one of the examples is that the various the 1600 era, when the financial boom period was seen, but it got worse because few companies were found out that they were actually window dressing their accounts, and they were just predicting to be something else, and the entire projection was different from the reality. So it got down back again, right? And then the last point, the competition which was given to the entire security market, because of this Nazar. So I don't know how many of you produce, recite that word in which sense. So one of you can tell me how you pronounce this word, NASDAQ. आई थिंक नजाड करके ही आप लोग प्रोनाउंस करेंगे इस वर्ड को,
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? नजाड, आई डोंट नो, पीपल से इन डिफरेंट वे, यूएस वालों का थोड़ा अलग इनका रहता है. आई प्रोनाउंस इट नजाड. सो द नजाड वाज फॉर्म्ड इन 1971 and it was the first one to bring the security, electronic security. तो यहाँ you can see the change. पहले physical होता था, पर अब electronic exchanges होने लगे अपने, है ना, shares और bonds promissory note के. And it has caused that the NYSC to evolve and innovate in order to cement its dominance as the premier global exchange. So आपका नजार जो आया था, it was totally electronic form and it was doing good. So no, NYSC was in tension that we will not be the number one anymore. So what they did, they started innovating themselves. They started improving their own assets and own technology so that still they can continue and they can become the number one global exchanges, right? So that is how you can see the competition of NYSC also, right? And you can see that how this electronic exchanges came into the market. It was in the year of 1971. It was not a very old data or something like that. From the 1971 only, the electronic format came into the existence, that now all the securities will be traded in the electronic form. You don't have to rush, you don't have to stand in the queue, you don't have to yell. You can just go on the web pages and do your transaction by logging in. So that is what we have seen the traces. Then in 1300s we saw that the Vetan lenders were carrying slate with information on the various issues for sales and meet with clients, much like the broker does today. So I have asked you all to watch few of the movies. So one of the movie was your Guru film of Ambani, which was under the project of Abhishek Bachchan. I don't know how many of you have seen, but if you have seen, then you will have understood that there used to be a blackboard, a slate where the rates used to get changed early in the morning. They used to keep on changing the rate, and on the basis of that slate, they used to make sure that they get the investors, right? So we can see the traces of this practice which today brokers do. We have so many broker agencies working all across our country, all across the world, who do this thing. Because broker is what? Broker is an agent, it is an intermediate person, beta, है ना? तो वो क्या करता है? It becomes a link, it becomes a link between whom? Between the stock exchanges, companies, and you, the investors. So they keep on telling you the information. If you are registered under a particular broker, they will keep on giving you the advices and the new stock exchanges information, that this company is coming up with the new IPO. If you want, you can apply it. This company's share will be doing better. If you want to buy it, you can buy it. This company's share is not as per the calculation, so if you want to sell it, you can sell it. So this work which brokers do today was seen in the 1300s by the Vetan lenders, which were having the slate and the chalk, and they used to do this trading and activities, right? So you can see the history. I have shared a word file with you all on your study groups, so please make sure that you refer to the history of stock exchanges. It is a very format wise prepared material. I have made sure that it is as per your understanding and easy to understand, and in a proper timeline. So please do read it. And there are questions which comes in the examination, then explain the history of stock exchanges, right? Which was the oldest one in 1300? Which was the what was the scenario of the stock exchanges? So you have to all be very vigilant and learn the history as well. right? Any doubt till this part? If you have any doubt, please ask me. Otherwise, we will move ahead. Okay. So now we know what is stock exchange, right? So stock exchange is what this, as per the definition in given to the Securities Regulation Act of 1956. Stock exchange is an association, organization, or an individual which is established for the purpose of assigning, regulating, and controlling business in buying, selling, and dealing the securities. So you know already that what is stock exchanges, how does it work. So we are not discussing in detail. We will discuss those points which need importance. So the stock exchanges came under treasury sector. This is few things which I want you all to remember and be clear with. So under the treasury sector, your stock exchange come, which provides services to the stock brokers and traders to build stock, bonds, and securities. Stock exchanges helps the company to raise their funds. Therefore, the company need to list themselves in the stock exchange, and these shares will be issued, which is known as the equity or ordinary shares. These shareholders are the real owners of the company. The board of director of the company are elected by these equity shareholders only. So the equity shareholders in the AGM. AGM is what? Annual general meeting. In the AGM, they pass the ordinary or the special resolutions and re-elect or elect the board of directors. So this AGM comprises of a meeting where the board of directors represented the company and discuss the entire performance of the company in that particular year and the future expectations also, right? That what do we expect in future, and it is attended by the all the stakeholders. Majority of them are the shareholders of the company. So if you have seen, the Reliance industry always conduct their AGM in the very beautiful manner. Entire family is also there, all the stock exchanges, all the members of the companies are there in whether you are of the board of directors or just a normal shareholders, and they share and discuss everything. And generally they come up with some new launches on that day only, because they celebrate that day with very joyful occasion, right? So that is what is your stock exchange all about. Even in that movie of Guru, he used to do the announcements, and he used to share his information. What was that? It was just that a okay type version of your AGM, in which he's sharing how much his company has worked, and what are our vision, what is the mission, and what are our new projects, and how we are going to accomplish this task, and what we are going to promise you, or what we are working on to. They all discuss those points in the AGM. Now let's discuss the features of stock exchange. It is an organized market. Yes, it is an organized market. Yes, it is a market which is under the guidance of government regulatory bodies. So in India, who acts like the regulator, or the watchdog, or the karta dharta of the stock exchanges? Who is the one who keep eye on the different stock exchanges in India? Name me the body quickly. Is it SEBI? Huh, students?
Yes, ma'am.
SEBI. What is the full form of SEBI?
Ma'am,
Securities and Exchange Board of India.
yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
what they do, they just keep on making sure that the investors enjoy their rights. They earn good amount of money if they can, and they are not cheated. And the companies are following all the rules and regulation. They are also not cheating, and they are also acting like a good artificial citizens of our nation, and everything is going smoothly. And if there is some dispute, or if there he find out that there is some fishy thing going on in the market, then they enter into the picture, and then they try to solve what they come up with the new rules and regulation. They come up with the guidelines so that everything's function and go in a smooth manner. So that is how we can say that the stock exchanges are organized market, because they are under the guidance of some body of corporate. So in India, SEBI is that body of corporate which take care of the stock exchanges, which give time to time the new regulations, rules, guidelines to the companies and the brokers and the agents and the underwriters and to the investors also. And under the SEBI program only nowadays, your awareness campaigns are run, right? So we also had few of the lectures from the SEBI. I think you all have attended, and you know and you remember, right? So what was that? Those awareness program under the SEBI is to make sure that the people know, understand the importance of the stock exchanges, and they have that feeling that it is not a pure gambling. It is not pure gambling, right? It is your calculation. It is your hard earned money which you are investing and getting back the returns. So it is actually mathematical equations also, which sometimes if fitted, you earn lots and lots of money. So SEBI promotes your stock exchanges, your stock market, right? And that is why it is very important function of SEBI these days to promote and do the awareness programs and campaigns. It is a market where the securities are exchanged. Yes, it is a market where different securities are exchanged. It is not the wholly and solely the market which sells these stock. Yes, your other securities also get exchanged in your exchange boards, right? Then it is important constituent of capital market for long term finance. So yes, we have already discussed yesterday the hierarchy in which your financial market is divided into two parts: the capital and money. In capital market we have primary and secondary, and in secondary market we have stock exchanges, right? Because the secondary market is a place where your already existing shares get exchanged amongst the investors, or between the companies and the investors. So that is where the role or the existence of stock exchange come into the picture. Then it is a voluntary association of people who deals in the security. Yes, it is a voluntary association. No one is forcing you to go and be a part of the SEBI. It is your decision that you want to enter into the market and you want to do the trading, and that's why you will get in connection with your stock exchanges or the other brokers or the agents. But we are part of that organized market, right? So no one is forcing you. It is a voluntary association of the people who are there for to earn the money and to make sure that things goes smooth. Stock exchanges is a voluntary association. Its member is not open to everyone. Its membership is not open to everyone. So it is not that easy to have the membership of stock exchanges, right? It is a voluntary association, but it has many rules and regulation, and it works in their own era. They have their own entire chart how the person can become our member. So to be a member or to have the membership, you have the entire different process. You cannot be just like a member in the SEBI or any other stock exchanges as well. In a stock exchange, only the members cannot deal, that is buy and sell of securities, right? So if you are a member, then only you can sell, and then only you can be a part of the exchange. So you have to be a member of a stock exchange, then only you can do the buying and selling activity, the trading activity. अभी मैं कहीं इनरोल्ड नहीं हूँ, मैंने कहीं अपना आपको रजिस्टर नहीं करा रखा है, तो मैं बाय और सेल नहीं कर सकती एनएससी की वेब पेज पे जाके या बीएससी की वेब पेज पे जाके. I have to become a member. Then only I will be able to buy and sell these securities. So becoming a member is important. Then the member of a stock exchange can buy and sell securities either as broker or as on behalf of the clients, like an agent. So we have two parties, brokers and agent, who acts on behalf of their clients to do the buying and selling. So we have many organizations or the brokers agencies. So can you just name few of the brokers, the leading brokers in Indian market?
Zerodha,
Okay, and
Angel Broking, Upstock,
okay, good, and
Sher Khan,
Sher Khan, very good, and Angel Broker,
ये एंजल वन मैम, एंजल वन उसका नाम चेंज हो गया है.
huh, and
अपस्टॉक भी मैम.
or there are many,
Grow,
but
यस
the
मैम, बहुत सारा.
ma'am,
Satya,
grow.
grow is an
Yes,
app, I think, beta.
मैम वो भी है मैम, ग्रो भी है.
Grow bhi hai, okay,
यस मैम.
grow, okay, and
The Motilal Oswal.
यस
Motilal
मैम.
Oswal, one of the good and the renowned one. I was waiting for this name, and there is one more name which we are missing,
Jirodha.
and
होल भी.
because there are many of them, but these are the common leading people. That is why you know their name only, right? So again, a assignment and a homework to find out at least 10 names of the brokers and the agents in your area, in your state level, that who are the leading brokers and agents, because down the line, after your completion of the degree, you will have the good probability to get the job in these places where the names of the brokers or the agents, right? You can work with them. So please prepare that list. This will give you the name of those employers who can employ you in future, right? Then your stock exchanges, they deal in the stock exchanges under certain accepted code of conduct. If any of them does not follow the code of conduct, that means your rules and regulations which are laid down by the SEBI and by their own union itself, then they face the repercussions, right? They have to face the good amount of repercussion, even the punishments are there, and they have to do it. So that is why they make sure that they follow all the rules and regulation and they don't go against the code of conduct. If we discuss the important functions, the first function is provide center and convenient meeting place for the buyer and seller of the securities. That is for sure. They provide a very easy place to meet. Now everything is electronical, so you can easily just click and enter into the market and then exit from the market at any moment of the time, at any point of the time. With ease you can do it. Even if you are traveling, you can be a part of it if you have a good signals. Even if you are in your house, if you are in your workplace, if you are sitting in a cafe, in a garden, anywhere, you can easily enter into the market and exit the market whenever you want. Increase the marketability and liquidity of securities, of course. It is very important function nowadays they are providing, because they are electronic, so they can provide a good amount of marketability and the liquidity of the securities. How? Number one, your bank accounts are attached. Number two, so the liquidity part is already done. Number two, you are just needing a mobile phone or a smartphone or a laptop or a tablet and your electric connection with the internet connection. So you just need those things, and you can easily connect it. If you are in Kashmir also, you can get in touch with the BSc or NSC. If you are in Kanyakumari, if you are in Kolkata, if you are in Rajasthan, you can definitely, anywhere in the world, you can easily enter into the NSC or BSc or any of these stock exchanges in the world and can get out, right? So this stock exchanges is nowadays giving you that marketability and liquidity of these securities. They are increasing it. It contributes to stability of the prices of securities. Yes, they contribute into the stability of the prices and securities. Why? How? See, what happens is that, let's just take an example and understand it, right? We have BSC and we have NSC, right? Let's suppose that we have HDFC securities shares are here, right? And the rate of the HDFC shares in BSC, right? Let's take an example that they are coming to be 1,000. We are just assuming the numbers. And on NSC, it is showing you approximately, let's say, 999, right? So this 1 rupee difference can easily be balanced. It can be stabilized. How? What people will do, they will buy from here and sell it here, right? And then when the demand over here will increase, the prices will increase and prices will decrease over here, and it will become somewhere down the line stable. It might be probable that it become 999.5 and 999.5. This is known as arbitrage process, beta. Right? So your theory, MMR, the Modi, Gilani, and Millers, they have given this arbitrage process, right? So they introduced it and they told it that arbitrage, gives that edge, the special edge, which helps them out to balance the rates between the two stock exchanges, or something like that, any of the two areas where the same securities are sold or the same rates are there, but on there's a change in the rate. So जहाँ छोटी या जहाँ ज्यादा होती है ना, तो वहां पे ना लोग है ना ट्रेडिंग करके बीच में छोटा सा मार्जिन से खरीदने की और है ना बेचने की कोशिश करते हैं, right? They try to earn the small difference profit, and with this small different profit also they are happy. But बेटा remember, वो एक शेयर दो शेयर के साथ नहीं करते, वो बल्क में शेयर्स के साथ करते हैं. So when you buy lots and lots of shares and lots of bulk buying and selling is done, so this arbitrage process की आपको है ना चीजें दिखते लगती है, and you can stabilize the prices also, so that they are somewhere down the line same, there is no changes. I have just taken a difference of rupees 1, but there are differences of rupees 10, 5, 6. तो उनको क्या अर्निंग पर शेयर ज्यादा होती है. रिमेंबर, दे डू इट इन बल्क, इक्के दुक्कों से नहीं होता, बल्क में ये सारा काम किया जाता है, राइट? क्लियर दिस प्रोसेस? क्लियर? आगे बढ़ूं?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then it equalization of prices of securities, we have discussed this. Smoothen price movement, yes, smooth the price movement, helps the investor to know the worth of their holdings. Of course, nowadays because of the electronic platforms, you can check the NAV, that is your net asset value, right? You can just check that how much value is there in your account, and you can evaluate your performances. It is very easy nowadays just to click and check your account, and you can know that what is the worth of the current assets which you are having right now. Then promotes the habit of saving and investment. Of course, it promotes the habit of saving and investment, and that is why your SEBI is nowadays having awareness programs to promote the saving and investment. Then helps capital formation. How it helps in doing the capital formation, we will discuss in the later part, that how the capital formation is done. Helps companies and governments to raise funds from the investors, and then provide forecasting service, right? So this is all the important functions of these stock exchanges. The history of stock exchange, if we talk about the history, then the East India Company in 18th century was there, right? India was the first established. In India it was established in 1850 with 22 stock brokers opposite to the Town Hall, Bombay. This stock exchange is known as the oldest stock exchange of Asia, and that is why we say that BSC is the oldest stock exchange in entire Asia. Now let us have a discussion and comparison between the broker and jobber. So any one of you who know who are the jobbers? Brokers you all know, it's a common term. Jobber,
मैम जो शेयर्स खरीदते हैं और दूसरे को बेचते हैं।
तो वो तो ब्रोकर भी करते हैं।
मैम लेकिन ब्रोकर एक सारी शेयर को एक बार इकट्ठा कर लेता है जो कि उसके अंडर में काम करते हैं जॉबर्स।
Okay, anyone else? What is the role or the job of jobbers? Who are they?
मैम एक और जब शेयर मार्केट ऑन होता है तो हम जॉबर्स जाके हम शेयर्स को मतलब बेचते हैं सेल करते हैं।
जब ऑन होता है तब, ओके, ठीक है, we will discuss. I'm not agreeing or I'm not denying. You will evaluate yourself when I will tell you what does actually jobber or brokers do. Okay, so let us just first discuss with the brokers that who are brokers. Brokers are the one who act as an intermediate on behalf of other. That means they are like a representative. A broker is brokers in a stock exchange is commissioned agent who transact business in securities on behalf of a non-member. So there are probabilities that I am not a member or I am not registered under any of these stock exchanges, but I have a broker. My broker is here who is registered in that stock exchange, and he can sell and buy the securities on my behalf. So he acts like that intermediate body or a representative for the non-members also, right? So they are like agents who do this work, and they are commission agents. Now if we talk about the jobbers, first and foremost thing, that the jobbers are not allowed to deal in the pub with the public directly. That means they cannot contact with us, the common investors, directly. They're not allowed to do it. He deals with brokers who are engaged in the investors, right? So that means they are the people who work with the brokers, not with the individual investors or the people like us. Thus the securities is bought by the jobbers from the members and sell to the members who are operating on the stock exchanges as brokers. So now let me tell you what is happening over here. This is a company, right? They want to issue the shares. Let's take an example. So they entered into a market. And let's take an example. They are in BSC, right? So now what happens is BSC के registered members होते हैं और कुछ होते हैं non-registered members, right? So the outside the box, the people are non-registered, and we have registered members, and this is the company. Clear? Now what happens is few of them, people I am highlighting, they are the brokers. जरूरी नहीं है हर जना ब्रोकर हो, कुछ जने ही ब्रोकर हो सकते हैं, right? They are the brokers and they represent this general public, right, who are not registered in the stock exchange. Clear? अब क्या हुआ, ये कंपनी आई, उसने कहा कि we want to issue this share at the rate of this each, and आपकी मार्केट प्राइस अभी की ये है, राइट? सो एकदम से हर चीज क्या होती है, बिक जाए जरूरी नहीं है. लोग इवेलुएट करते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, समझते हैं, फिर रिएक्ट करते हैं. ब्रोकर्स होते हैं, यहाँ पे है ना जॉबर्स होते हैं, वो लोग क्या करते हैं, वो लोग पहले बाय कर लेते हैं और फिर वो इन ब्रोकर्स को सेल करते हैं, और फिर ये ब्रोकर्स जो हैं वो पब्लिक इन्वेस्टर्स को सेल करते हैं. व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, इट इज जॉबर, then comes your broker, then come investors or the non-registered people on the stock exchange, right? So aapke brokers are connected with investors or the public directly, but the jobbers are not connected directly, they are connected with the brokers, and the brokers are then connected with the investors. क्लियर टिल हियर? यानी कि ब्रोकर्स के ऊपर भी कोई होता है, तो वो कौन है? जॉबर्स है. इज दिस पिक्चर नाउ क्लियर? व्हाट इज जॉबर्स एंड व्हाट इज ब्रोकर्स?
Yes, ma'am.
Good that it is clear. Now let us understand the difference between them. है ना, एग्जाम में डिफरेंसेस आए तो यू कैन यूज दिस टैबुलर फॉर्मेट एंड कैन राइट द आंसर इन द स्क्वायर आल्सो. So jobbers is an independent dealer in security, purchasing and selling security on his own account. खुद के अकाउंट पे वो अपना काम करते हैं. But brokers deals with the jobbers on behalf of their client. In other words, broker is the middleman between jobber and the client. Right? So they are like a middleman. They are like the middle chain between the investors or the clients and the jobbers. Jobber deals only with the brokers, does not deal with the general public, but the brokers merely are an agent buying and selling securities on behalf of their clients. Right? वो कोई डिसीजन खुद का नहीं ले सकते, उनको जो उनके क्लाइंट ने बोला blindly they have to follow that instructions. Jobber earns profit from his operations, that is buying and selling activity, but brokers get commission on his dealings. Right? उसे प्रॉफिट मिलता है, इन्हें कमीशन मिलता है. Each jobber specializes in certain group of security, but broker deals in all the types of securities. Right? हो सकता है कि फार्मा इंडस्ट्री के कुछ जॉबर्स हो, कुछ जो है वो आपके है ना क्रूड ऑयल और इस एरिया के हो, कुछ टेलीकम्युनिकेशन वाले हो, कुछ है ना आपके है ना क्या बोलते हैं वो सेक्टर, आई एम नॉट रिमेम्बरिंग द नेम, क्लोथ इंडस्ट्री के हो. सो दिस इज व्हाट, दिस इज द स्पेसिफिक role or the specific understanding, specialization in a certain activities. वो लोग स्पेशलाइज हो जाते हैं, वो एक ही या दो में ही है ना सीमित रह जाते हैं इंडस्ट्रीज के अंदर. पर ब्रोकर्स क्या है, आप तो जैसा बोलोगे वो वैसा करेंगे, उनकी कोई है ना स्पेशलाइजेशन एज सच नहीं है. आप बोलोगे मेरे पोर्टफोलियो में दो आप है ना फार्मा के डालो, एक टेलीकम्युनिकेशन का डालो, एक है ना क्लोथिंग का डाल दो, एक एमएनसी का डाल दो, एक एफएमसीजी का डाल दो, वो वैसे कर देगा. एक बैंक का डाल दो, वो वैसे बना देगा आपका पोर्टफोलियो. राइट? दे आर नॉट इनटू कि नहीं नहीं मैं तो सिर्फ अभी है ना फार्मा के अंदर डील करता हूं, तो आपको फार्मा वालों के कुछ चाहिए हो तो मुझे बताओ. Right? So this is the basic difference between the jobbers and the brokers. Is this point clear, that what is the difference between jobbers and brokers? Any point you want me to repeat or discuss? Clear? आगे बढ़े.
Yes, ma'am.
चलो अब कुछ स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस की बात कर लेते हैं. वर्ल्ड के अंदर आपके जो लार्जेस्ट स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस हैं वो ये है: लंदन, न्यूयॉर्क, शेनाई ऑस्ट्रेलिया, टोक्यो, हांगकांग, टोरंटो, देन योर डिस्टिन बीएमएफ एंड देन योर नस्डैक. ये सारे के सारे आपके लार्जेस्ट स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस हैं. इंडिया में यू हैव योर NSE, BSE, Kolkata, Kochi, multi commodity, derivatives, OTC, Pune, and interconnect exchanges. Okay. Right? So that's all for today. and please do your homework, and we will discuss the assignment which I have given to you right now in the next class, and we'll continue with discussing the history of your stock markets and stock exchange. Right? So thank you everyone. Have a happy learning.